I truly am blessed, and I truly do not deserve to do this. But today, guys, we're covering the Union's first ever MLS Cup semifinal playoff match against Atlanta United. And Duperos, hang tight and stay right there, because you don't want to miss this, guys, because it's going to be a fun-filled episode here. Let's get this started, Duperos. Done! And that is right. Welcome everyone to DOOP by the River, this show where we follow everything Philadelphia Union with me, El Parcero Philly. And if this is the first time you're tuning into DOOP by the River, if you're tuning back in, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. But guys, we are trying to grow this channel here and trying to grow soccer here in Philadelphia. Our goal in the next 2 months of this final year is to try to do the impossible and hit 200 subscribers by the beginning of 2020. We're 90 subscribers away, so we got a lot of work to do in 2 months, but I am not going to doubt myself, and you better not doubt me either. Help me grow. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button for notifications, and share this video as well as this channel. That is right, guys. We are covering the Union's semifinals MLS Cup playoff match against Atlanta United in a Sixers t-shirt. While we're recording this, the Philadelphia 76ers are facing off against the Boston Celtics and are about to win. And of course, the name is El Parcero Philly. So at all things Philadelphia, I will always represent. And the start of a new NBA season, guys, has me excited, as well as the semifinal game that we have tomorrow night. Union versus Atlanta, Parcero's Atlanta versus Parcero's Philly. Guys, I really wish I was down in Atlanta right now, getting ready for this game in Atlanta, watching this match down in Atlanta. But, you know, like I mentioned, we have responsibilities and we have to make sacrifices. One day I'll be able to go to all the MLS matches I want, but for right now, we got to do what we have to do. It does not mean we can't cover this match here. Because, guys, I know this semifinals has some fun matchups. Obviously, NYCFC losing to Toronto was pretty exciting. We also have Seattle and RSL, which is going to be a great match. And tomorrow is the best matches for sure. Of course, everyone is talking about and ready for El Tráfico. But come on, guys, we all know LA Galaxy is going to win that match. LAFC are owned by LA Galaxy. Sorry, LAFC fans. But guys, Atlanta and Philly, to be quite honest with you, will probably be the best matchup of the semifinals. These two teams, due to injuries, are pretty close right now. Come Thursday night, it's going to be an outright brawl down at the Benz, and I'm going to be so excited to watch this match. Atlanta obviously are trying to repeat with a new manager and a new number 10. When you always talk about Atlanta United, it's always conversations always about the attack that they have, which is of course very good. But guys, there's a lot of injuries on this Atlanta United team, and it all starts in that back, and it's all in that back line. They're going to go into this match against us without Michael Parkhurst, one of their big veteran leaders, and as well as Miles Robinson, who's probably one day going to play in Europe and going to start for the U.S. men's national team. He's that talented, and they're going to be without those two key players. And it's going to be up to the Union attack to take advantage of that and get this W. This is the best opportunity to take on Atlanta. We have the best opportunity to move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. But guys, let's talk about what we need to do in order to get this victory here against Atlanta and move on to the Eastern Conference Finals. Let's start off with the formations and the starting 11 the Union will use against Atlanta United. Now, it is very difficult for me to choose, obviously with the 4-2-3-1, not a bad option, attacking out wide, keeping possession. Things sound pretty good against facing this Atlanta United team. But, guys, I think we need to start off in the 4-4-2. It worked against the New York Red Bull. And with that compact midfield, I definitely think they can win the battle in the midfield there and use that high press. Like I mentioned, that back line of Atlanta is depleted. You're probably going to see LGP, Florentin Pogba, and Franco Escobar. I think we will see the 4-4-2 against Atlanta United. And let's start off with the goalie, because I'm so excited to see what our goalie, our Jamaican, Andre Blake, will do against Atlanta United. He received a lot of criticism in that first playoff win against the New York Red Bull. Granted, some of it he deserved, some of it he did not. But I believe, and I told you in that New York Red Bull review, Andre Blake's going to come out and is going to have best match we have seen from him all season long. I truly believe it, and you guys can stamp that. We will go as far as Andre Blake takes us, because you know that Atlanta United attack is going to get their opportunities. They might be our back line. Let's be honest, guys. Can Andre Blake do the job, come up big in the playoffs? I think he will. Stamp that, guys. All right, guys, the back line. Let's not change this at all. Starting from left to right, Kai Wagner, Mark McKenzie, Jack Elliott, and Ray Gaddis. I want to see the same tenacity that we saw against the Red Bull guys. I don't want them. These guys cannot fall to Atlanta United. We all know how daunting that attack is. Lead with Joseph Martinez, and we will see if PT Martinez starts as well. But the back line needs to hold their own. It needs to play like we know they can. In the midfield, guys, this is where it was difficult, but let's not change something that's not broken already. Starting from left to right, let's go with Jamiro Montero, Harrison Meduni at the 6th role, Alejandro Bedoya at that right shuttle midfielder, and at the tip of the diamond, the rookie of the year, that's right, Brandon Aronson. Now, Alejandro Bedoya, we have to start off with him because it was questionable whether or not he would be able to play in this match, but it looks like he will be able to play there. He suffered a little quad injury against the New York Red Bull, and credit to Ali because he gutted it out and played 112 minutes with a bad quad for most of it. You know, gotta love our captain there. But with a short 3-day layover, thank God we got charter flights. I believe he will be ready to play. Hopefully, he will be able to play 90 minutes, and hopefully, we don't play more than 90 minutes. Brandon Aronson, the number 10 role. I am so excited to see him here because, guys, I believe Brandon Aronson is going to have another big game. He loves playing against Atlanta United. He has 2 goals this season against Atlanta United. One down in Atlanta in the beginning of the season, which was the coming out party for him, and the other one when Atlanta United came up to Philly at the end of August. Guys, don't be surprised if Brandon Aronson gets the trio against Atlanta United this year in this playoff match. I think he will definitely do that, and what I saw from him against the Red Bull had me so motivated to see what he can do against Atlanta United. Expect a big match from him. And Jamiro Montero has become such an engine for us in that midfield. Expect him to have a dominating force. That turf field he's going to absolutely love playing in. Guys, this midfield is going to destroy Atlanta United. Up top, it is very difficult to decide what is going to happen because Kasper Schmeichel more likely will not play again. And it is a shock again. It is so unfortunate again. He still has not been able to get prepared and get physically fit with that bad foot that he has. Unfortunately, he will more than likely miss this match. There's a small opportunity that he plays. I'm thinking he won't be. So we have to prepare for that. Who should we go up here? Very difficult to decide. But I think you have to go with the same 2 that we went with against the Red Bull guys. Let's go with Sergio Santos Gomes. Let's go with Andrew Wooten. Wooten, I've been critical with over the past couple months. My man hasn't showed up in the MLS yet. And he was advertised as a goal scorer coming from Bundesliga 2. I don't care if it's Bundesliga 1, 2, or 3. It is hard to play. Kai Wagner proved to you that it doesn't matter the level of Bundesliga you play in. It is not easy to play out there. My man scored goals in Bundesliga 2. And my man has not scored goals in MLS. This is it, Andrew Wooten. Stamp your name in Philadelphia Union history. Stamp your name in American soccer history. Have a fucking performance here, Andrew. Get fired up, boy. For SSG, Sergio Santos Gomes, I want to see more of what I saw last week. My man played 120 minutes. This is a guy we've criticized all season long for his fitness. And my man played a hard 120 minutes of physical soccer. Let's see some more of that again this week. And come second half, I definitely think we will see the Union switch back to the 4-2-3-1 depending on what happens. And we will definitely see Fafita and Arsenio come in the second half. Stamp that shit as well. Guys, last week against the Red Bull, we gained some respect. We had a great season this year, and it was fantastic. But we've showed we can have a good regular season. But we proved that we can actually do work in the playoffs. And we were down 2-0. And then we were down 3-1. And we came back and won in extra time in an absolute group effort. Now this is Atlanta United. This is the reigning MLS Cup champions. These guys have won Campeones Cup this year as well.